Okay. This works. All right. Night trap. Yay. Please. What do you mean, please? Magician. Hey, bro. What happened here? Don't break again. No, I agree. It didn't break like basically just 2 minutes ago. It didn't break, just that my audio wasn't working for some reason. Uh, oh. And these fucking... Okay. Watch me play once makes me want to play these mods again. Yeah, I haven't played this in a fucking long time, man. So it's pretty fun. Such a good level, yeah. Cleveland Balls. Hey, Dennis, what's up, man? Every time I play this game, you guys all show up. When I play Dark Ages, you guys never show up. I love it. I kind of get it though. Hey bro, try this command G weapon kit. Yeah, I had this. I had it enabled previously, and then because of commands not working, I just went. I removed everything. But let's try it out. G. Yeah, weapon kick 0. But I had that enabled like a while back. Oh man, these fucking carcasses, bro, they really... Oh man. Ah, fucking hell, man. Man, this place is a mess. Ooh. And I thought I crashed there. Oh man, give me a break. Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck. Dark Ages is not my game. Yeah, I get you, Dennis. It's not for, like... I still have fun with it, but I understand that it just doesn't have the legs that Eternal has. But I still find a bit of fun playing it, to be honest with you. It's just not as replayable as Eternal. No way in hell. I can't even play Dark Ages, so I can't relate to anything to you do, to be honest. They're good, though. I see the command is working. Yeah, okay. Oh, this guy's here, okay. Can you fucking... Alright, I'm gonna dip from here. Come on. Come on, stop jumping around. Do your thing, bro. Oh. Come on. How are you still alive? How are you still alive, bro? There you go. Man. These fights. Oh, no. That was dumb. But yeah, so far I prefer this level to the Blood Swamps. I think the Blood Swamp, it's just so bullshit in so many ways, like... What am I doing? Some tech really help with dealing with marauders. Yeah, I know, but I just, It's here again. Nothing. Okay. I know, Magician. I'm just lazy. Uh-oh. Oh, there you go. This is Saleem's typical bullshit. That's this typical bullshit, Saleem. I mean, like, locking you up like that with a bunch of... Jesus. Eventually, you gotta learn to love learning, to love the learning process. I'm pretty sure you'll come around to it. Yeah, I know, man. Like... I mean, when it comes to the Marauder, I know what you mean. I pretty much know what tech you're talking about. Like... Pretty much, like Slob with the grenades to falter, right? Ammo. Thank you. Oh man, can you get out of here? Fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell. Come on, come here. Yeah, rocket bait, I know, and like... I just don't really bother with it. Yeah, module canceling, yeah, I know. Could I access... I could access this, right? Because I got the key. Yeah. I wonder if this... Is this Slayer Gate vanilla, or did he change this as well? I'm curious to see that. Oh yeah, he's definitely changed that. What the fuck is going on? Man, this, seriously, like... Every time I use the mod portal, my game, the official mod portal, my game just completely... glitches out. It's so annoying. It is so annoying. They have to fix this mod portal. They really have to fix it because it is broken as it is. Like the injector works way better than this bullshit. It's such a they gotta wake up at its software, man. Seriously. If you want to keep if you want to keep supporting your older games with a mod support, fucking update the mod support tooling. You know, like. Ah, fucking hell, man. See again, like. Oh man, Saleem and his Marauders, like, why does he... Oh. Always has to have a ton of Marauders in every one of his levels, man. It's like, always. Without fail. He always has them in. Come on, open up. Come on. Oh, fuck. That it? There you go. Love how at a certain point heavies become fodder and super heavies become regular heavies. Yeah, that's when you get better at the game. When you reach a certain level, you yeah, that's how you see it. And fodder become invisible. You know, they just become like invisible until you need ammo, right? That's fodder. Unless you're being sniped by gargoyles from all over the place, then it's annoying. What's the point of Eternal if it's on Marauder? Look at this shit. Fodder became pick. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pickups. Yeah. I think if you overdo it on Marauders, I don't like that. If you give me like. If you give me like maybe 1 or 2, that's okay. But I mean more than that, oh my god, man, what's happening here? That guy was sniping me. Fuck. There you go. Not at all what I wanted to do, but that's okay. Yeah, how do I... Okay, what the fuck? How do I do this again? That's funny. Overdoing Marauders is like overdoing Archviles and Classic Doom. It just becomes annoyingly... Yeah, that's it. It basically... I understand like maybe 2 Marauders like in a wide space, but like having 3 in a very short... Like, I don't know. 3 is where it gets annoying. That's how I look at it. But it's but still, I mean, you know, so far I still prefer this mod to Blood Swamps. Blood Swamps, you know, like in that first big arena where you have like 3 on that, you know, like in the Malagog fight arena, where you have that very circular flat like that flat platform, you know, that you fight loads of guys on, and then all of a sudden you finish all those waves, and that takes time, and then you get 3 Marauders with loads of gargoyles also sniping you from all over. It just gets annoying. I mean, this is also like, Jesus Christ, man. Fuck this, yeah. Not a widespread small basic situations more about cover. Less enemy blind spots means more enemy attacks at once. Yeah, for sure. But it's the but still try fighting 3 Marauders in a tight space. And let me know how you feel about that. I've done a lot of these mods, you know, where you have to do that, and it can get quite crazy. All right. Wow. Look at that. Ah, man, my... Ah. Oh, bro. Fun fight, though. Pretty fun fight. Ooh. Can you? Oh. Yeah, thank you. And all these hazards everywhere. Fuck me. Oh, bro, what? Can you? How did that not work? How did that ice bomb not trigger? There you go. I find it funny, my YouTube feed is full of shit, but your stream with 2 viewers always gets displayed. Love the gameplay, keep it up. Thanks, bro. Ah, fuck. Man, I have no space. I mean, God. I have to do this again. Okay. Man, this. Not a fan of this. Playing TDA on Purgatorium now, level 11. You mean Pandemonium, right? What am I missing here? Somebody stuck somewhere or what? stuck somewhere? Okay, no, I don't think I got it. Ammo consumption. Yeah, pandemonium. Yeah, that's what I said. Another marauder. Ah, fuck. Another one. Jesus. Ah. There you go. They really missed the opportunity with skins in TDA. You get like 4 or 5 of them. I'd be UN with golden skin, but with modified options, I feel a bit bad about it. Yeah, for sure. You should feel bad about it, Messenger. That's shameful. Ultra Nightmare is all about beating it on the default settings or make it harder for yourself, like 150 speed. By the way, Urdak is legendary. I agree. And it's I love the music. I love the tone of Urdak. I think it's I mean, it was one of my favorite levels when I played Eternal. I mean, when I played a lot of vanilla Eternal, that is. And the weapons too, weapon skins too. Yeah, in TDA they're really not good at all. They're really not good at all in TDA. They're very boring, and I hope they work on that a bit more because, like, I'll agree with you on the fact that those, yeah, they're underwhelming. Yeah, the music alone is so alien. Yeah, it is for sure. It's very eerie. It's very, you know, like it's angelic, but it's also it's very weird at the same time, you know, like. Yeah, I like it too. Oh, what do we have here? Oh, that's not good. Thank you. Got him alive, bro. Oh man. Oh. Ooh. there's more. Jesus Christ, bro. How many waves are there? Woo! Alright. The makers seem way more angelic and unbeatable in Eternal too. Yeah, that's true. Though I would argue though that both the Creed Maker in Dark Ages and the Con Maker in Eternal are both really easy bosses. I find them both super easy. Like the Con Maker is a lot easier, but obviously the Creed Maker is also pretty simple to beat. But yeah, I love TDA too. The concept of the Con Maker was just more godlike than the Creed. Yeah, exactly. The Creed is more of a, like, you know, he reminds me of that guy from Dune, you know, the Harkonnen big guy. Just very, not very godlike, just very fat and, you know, rich and full power, like tyrants, you know? Obese, yeah, they both seem so full of themselves, but in reality, they're mere mortals. Yeah, they are. I don't remember the lore behind the makers, but don't they rely on? Don't they need to rely on some sort of? Don't they need Argent energy to be able to survive? And without that, basically they just all die. Isn't that the whole point of? I think it is, right? Ah, I need to do this? Okay. Are you telling me I need to do the other one as well? Okay. I did this one, yeah. Okay, I need to do the other one as well. Alright. As far as I know, they are dying with time, even aeons. The comet maker decays. As far as I remember, they use the origin energy to stop and slow down the process. Yeah, exactly. That's what I remember as well. Yeah, and that's a pretty cool. Like, I like it. I like it. This I don't remember. I haven't played this level in like years, and I don't remember shit from it. Aw, bro, can you? Okay. What? Oh, come on. Why can't I? Alright. Come on, can you open up, bro? Thank you. Alright, what's next? Okay. Uh-huh. Nice of you. Oh, fuck. I watched hours of lore videos for Doom Eternal, but I remember a quarter of that. I got the new Xbox just for TDA and currently replay Eternal. Great graphics on the Xbox. I love it. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I feel like the game runs just a lot better overall. Like Eternal just runs on anything. I have a really crappy. I think I've said this on a previous stream, but I have a really crappy laptop, and it's a 3050 graphics card, and it has 16 gigs of RAM. It's a really crappy laptop, and I can play Eternal at 120 to 144 FPS, which is insane. What the fuck? You're immortal. Unreal gameplay. Thanks, bro. Thanks. I'm doing okay. Like I died quite a bit earlier to bullshit because, as you know, these Saleem, these mods by Saleem can throw a lot of bullshit at you at times. So it's all about, you know, doing your best and trying to wing it. You know what I mean? Hey, Ivan, what's up, man? Good to see you again. All right. Okay, so 2 Dread Knights. And obviously, okay, 2 Con Makers. Have you seen Borderlands 4 Steam charts? This game costs more than TDA in my region. What the fuck? It was okay. I mean, I have no history. I have no history at all playing Borderlands. I've never played a single Borderlands game. So and I hear this game. I hear the reviews are pretty mixed about it. So that entices me even less to get it. Now I see that people usually don't care about that price. If they're waiting for it, then they're gonna buy it. Yeah. What happens here again, man? I don't remember. This mod comes with loads of surprises. I get it. I'm just gonna disarm all these Ragnarons, and then I won't have any trouble. This guy. Dude, this guy is really so elusive. I supposed to get him? Stop moving around all the time, bro. No! Oh no! Oh. Fuck. People tells me that Borderlands 4 runs on 40 FPS on 5,000. Wow. Yeah, Messenger. Yeah, that was a stupid death. There you go. Fuck it. I'm just gonna let this cutscene play. I haven't seen this in a very long time. Man, these cutscenes were something else back then. I honestly prefer these to Dark Ages cutscenes. I just play a console, so I don't have to bother about any upgrades for my computer. So yeah, that's a good thing about having a console is that it's plug and play, right? It's actually super.
The consequences of your actions here.
Yeah, the cutscenes give me shivers of whatever reason. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I mean, this game. Oh, I feel bad for id Software, to be honest with you, because I have a feeling that when they made this game and when it came out with the reception and how people received it and all that, I'm sure they were kind of thinking, fuck. We did something just so well that how the fuck are we going to do better than this? You know, anything coming after this is going to be a disappointment. They're so iconic. Yeah, exactly. You know. Like, such a crazy. Like Doom Eternal for me, really, it's such a unique game. It's such a like. When it comes to how I feel when I play it, you know, the feeling I get playing it, you know, 5 years later, it's been out for 5 years, and I played for 5 fucking years. The feeling it gives me is just it's unparalleled compared to other games. It's this game helped me through a bad time. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, same thing for me. I mean, COVID, right? That was that was a rough time for a lot of people. It gives you power. Doom community is just stupid, to be honest. What do you mean, Ivan? What do you mean by that? I mean, I think it depends which community you're talking about, because the Doom Eternal community is really good. Like, I've made loads of friends in this community, and they're all amazing people, fucking cool people. Like, I've had very few bad experiences. The bad experiences I've had relating to this game are the people who don't like this game, and who shit on it, and who say that it's the worst Doom ever, that it's it's forcing you to play a certain way. Those types of people, you know, like, and I've had to deal with quite a few of them, and those are people that I can have arguments with. But otherwise, I think no new Doom game satisfied Doom community. Yeah, that's true. I think it's the I think it's a community that's very hard to please, but that's also because we've set the bar so high for ourselves, because of this game mainly. And then obviously then you also have the Doom 2016 fans who swear by that game and who say that it's probably the best Doom game ever, right? So they have their own little community, and then we have ours with Eternal, and then Dark Ages is at the moment a mix of both. So yeah, I mean, with Dark Ages, they that was more of a, it was the, what I like to call the casualification of Doom, right? So 2016 was very simple, grounded, and all that, and then they decided, okay, let's take that and take it further and make it more complex and deep. They come up with Eternal. Eternal divides the fan base. There's people who love it. I mean, who you know, who swear by it, say it's the best Doom game ever. And then you have people who don't like it because it's too hard. They don't get the game. They play a few levels, they give up, and then they review bomb it, right? So they take that into account, and they look back and they say, okay, Doom 2016 did pretty well. People love it. It has the best. It's well reviewed on Steam. It's better reviewed than Eternal, actually. It has higher ratings. So how about we go back to that and sort of maybe add a bit of depth, just a tiny bit, but not much. And boom, then you get the Dark Ages. Hey, Dennis, what's up, man? M1, unfortunately, you came at the very end of the stream. you just missed me playing Saleem's the Holt master level. So yeah, you're a bit too late, I'm afraid. You could use the game as an entrance into the modern Doom trilogy just because of the defense mechanisms. Yeah, I think, you know, the way, if I were new to the modern Doom franchise, I think I would start off with 2016. 2016 is the least complicated of all games, of all of the 3 games. Then I would move on to Dark Ages and then Eternal, because yeah, that's how it, like, from less complicated to most complicated, right? To less complex to most complex, from less to slowest to fastest. That's how I look at it. So if anybody is looking to get into it, that's how I would go about it, right? So yeah, but I think I'm gonna get back into, because right now, like, I just don't know what to do with Dark Ages anymore. I tried playing a bit with randomizer yesterday, because I finished my UN run of the newest update. I finished that yesterday, so I don't really have anything to do there anymore. And then I loaded up the randomizer through Kibes mod, And I had a bit of I have fun with it, but like it's not very balanced at the moment. So you get like, you know, let's say in Khalid, you just get loads of like suit like heavies, you know, like armored pinkies, armored mancubus, you know, like acolytes as well, like really late game enemies in Khalid. So it's not very balanced right now. So it was fun, but like I wasn't ready to do a full playthrough, not at all. Now just waiting for the DLC. Yeah, same thing here. I'm waiting for the DLC, but I think that's going to be quite a while. I think we're going to get the DLC probably in like. I think the DLC we're probably going to get it early 2026. I don't see it coming out before then. Like, yeah, I think it's going to be February, so January, February, March maybe. Master levels, yeah, master levels. What scares me about master levels is that I haven't heard Hugo speak about them for quite some time. So I feel like right now they're prioritizing they're focusing all their resources on the DLC, and master levels are maybe taking a bit of a backseat, you know. And I hope not, because the game as it is right now, sure, they've added Repertorium, they've added a few updates, but like it is really a bare bones game right now. There's nothing much to do, you know. So I'm really hoping for like at least one master level coming out over the next few months. The game really needs it. It really needs it. And you know, like, it also just gives you something that you can replay without having to, number one, play the campaign over and over again, start from scratch. But just give you like a level to learn how to master if it's challenging enough. So you can spend time on that, and you know, like you can start off playing it on Nightmare, and once you're comfortable with that, then you can try doing it on Ultra Nightmare. So it just adds stuff to do, right? Which we haven't really had. And Repertorium to me is not really something I see myself playing over and over again with. It's like it's a quick, yeah. When the first master level released in Doom Eternal, so Doom Eternal released with if you bought the deluxe edition of Eternal, it came with the Cultist base master level, and that's a pretty decent master level. Like I replayed it recently just for fun, and it's a very simple, and you know, compared to what we got later on, you know, with World Spear and Terrace Nabad and Mars Core, like all those levels which are far more, you know, advanced and with like, you know, a lot more gimmicks and stuff. Like Cultist base is a lot more basic for a master level, so they just basically just replaced a few heavies with super heavies and made a few fights a bit harder and longer, but that's about it. But at least it released with a master level. And not long after that, we got the Arc Complex master level, I believe. After that, we got Super Gore Nest. Then we got Terrace Nabad. And then we got a final update with World Spear and Mars Core bundled together master levels. So yeah. It was after DLC. No. Like what it came after the DLC was only after Tag 2. We only got the Mars Core and World Spear master levels, but before that we got 3, right? So we have 5 in total. It won't be different in Dark Ages as well. It's so limited for creativity. Yeah, Dennis. So that's the issue, and that's my fear with Dark Ages is that, you know, even when I was, for example, yesterday, right? I was playing Randomizer. And some of those encounters in Randomizer, like, you know, the arenas were full of, like, heavies and, you know, like, with projectiles flying from everywhere. And there's just no flexibility in this game. There's no flexibility in Dark Ages for the player to be able to handle that kind of load when it comes to heavies and super heavies. Whereas in Eternal, the game can throw a lot at you, and because of your movement options with the meat hook and ballista boosting and all that, you just have a lot more option. You have a lot more flexibility and tools for you to deal with loads of enemies in Eternal, right? They didn't know what they want to do back then. Do with it back then. Yeah, they. I think they with Eternal they figured things out. I think by the time they released Super Gore Nest, I think that's that's where they figured out, okay, shit, we can really come up with creative stuff for master levels. And then we got, like, to me, the most creative master level we've gotten in vanilla is World Spear. That's a really good master level to me. It's the best they've done. It's so creative. It's so creative, and it's hard. It's the hardest. That and Terrace the Bod. They're probably the two hardest master levels we've gotten. Um, just enemy placements and maybe different level progressions. That's it. I hope they do a sequel to Eternal. Yeah, Dennis. Unfortunately, I think we're not going to get that. I think they're moving away from, unless maybe they look back at the commercial success, or rather failure, of Dark Ages, and decide, okay, one game did a lot better than the other. Can we maybe use some components from Eternal and use them and sort of implement them in a Dark Ages setting? You know, um, Eternal is just way more fleshed out, just a better game, but both are great. I agree. And Eternal being amazing doesn't mean the Dark Ages is crap. I'm just like, Eternal, to me, Eternal, the problem is Eternal set the bar so high that no matter what they came up with, it was going to be just a disappointment for us, for people who love Eternal, right? Dark Ages can't compete with Eternal. No, it's. I'm sorry, it just can't. And no matter what people, and I try to defend Dark Ages as much as possible, because there's a lot of people out there who say the game is horrible, it's shit, it's parry slop, it's whatever they call it, and I defend it because I think Dark Ages has a lot of good things going for it, but there's just so many limitations. There's just so many limitations, and there's things that, there's a lot of things that could be improved, and that's why I'm holding out hope for the DLC, because if they get the DLC, if they implement the things that I think they should add, is like, more depth, more movement options, things like that, then maybe the game for me will go from an 8.5 to like a 9, compared to Eternal for me, like, which is, to me, it's between a 9.5 and a 10. Like, sometimes I feel like it's a 10. it's a perfect game in its own way, right? And Dark Ages just isn't. It's not a perfect game. There's a lot of flaws, I think so too. Yeah, story's gonna be weird in the sequel. Eternal for me is the greatest game of all time. Yeah. Like, for me, it's for me, Eternal. Like, if I had to rank, to rank, like, my favorite games of all time, like, I could tell you that Eternal would be number one without a doubt. Simply because I played it so much. Number one, I played it so much. I played it more than any other game in my life, and I'm not young, so that just says a lot. And number two, because 5 years later, I still enjoy it as much as I did, or if not more than I did, like, 5 years ago. So it's really yeah. Story for the sequel will, story for the sequel will be good. I think so too. I think I've read certain things, for example, that it's going to be about hunting down, like, the Hell Council. So that's like, basically Prince Azrak's associates. I think he has 6 of them, 6 like 6 demons that sort of are in leadership positions, and basically the Doom guy is going to hunt them down, right? So that's what I hear, pretty much like how in Eternal you're hunting down the Hell Priests. So I hear that that's something that they're maybe thinking about in the story. I don't really care about story, to be honest with you, but if could be cool if that was it. And it would be cool also if we sort of stepped away from Thera, because I don't think she's interesting at all as a character, And I think King Novik was ruined for Dark Ages. I think I don't know what they were thinking by having. I just feel he's very underwhelming and soft compared to what he's portrayed as in Eternal. In Eternal, like he's really portrayed as a king that you kneel down to in Exaltia, if you remember that cutscene. And you have a lot of respect for him. Like I don't see how he can respect King Novik in Dark Ages. I don't like. I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm not sold on it. At that point, who cares about the story anyways? Like I haven't paid attention to the Eternal storyline before I hit like 400 hours. Yeah, who cares? Like, if you ask me right now, on the spot right now, to give you a summary of the story in Eternal. So after 5 years and like 2,000 plus hours across console and PC, I would have to really, yeah, I would really have to think twice and really give it some thought before I could come up with a story. I have no, I just don't remember it. I know he's the betrayer's son basically was used to bring back the icon of sin, and that's about, and you're supposed to kill him. That's about it, right? Like, and I give no shits about it. I have a messenger. Good night. Take care. Yeah, the story is told already. Yeah, I couldn't care less, and I really hope that in the DLC they spend less budget and less resources on cutscenes. Because when you look at Dark Ages cutscenes, there's way too many of them, and I just don't care. I skip them all the time, and I find them very uninteresting. And did you know, for example, that there's more screen time for Thera than there is for the Slayer in Dark Ages? And that just, to me, that's completely off to me. I'm sorry, but like I have nothing against. I think Thera is a boring character. She brings nothing to the story. Now I love the story. Yeah, that's fair enough. Messenger. Like, I'm not saying the story is objectively bad. I just don't find it interesting. I don't care about it. But like, if people play Doom today to because they care about the story, I think that's where we maybe sidetracked a bit, because if you look at the Doom franchise over time, story didn't matter. Like it's not supposed to matter, and that was the whole philosophy that John Carmack and what's his name, the other guy, John Romero back then, they had about Doom, was to just create a really fun action game with resources spent on gameplay, and story comes number 10 on the list. Last on the list. We don't care about that. And everything else comes first. Yeah, but the gameplay, of course, is a priority, and that's what it's supposed to be to me. That's what it's supposed to be. Like, it's yeah. And they got that perfect symbiosis with Eternal. Yeah, they did. They really nailed. I mean, first of all, like, even today when I play, let's say if tomorrow I decide, okay, I'm going to start streaming Ultra Nightmare on Eternal base campaign and maybe DLCs, right? So if I decide to do that, I guarantee you that there will be some cutscenes that I will be watching again, because I think some of them are so good. They're so well directed. They're so well, it's all about the Slayer and you follow him, and there's also a lot of humor about it. Like, when he shoots those Hell Priests in the face and he throws a coin at them, like, I think it's so badass. And I'm really missing that badass aspect in Dark Ages. I don't feel there's enough of it. I'm really missing that. Like, to me, like, Eternal, it's all about the Slayer. The whole thing revolves around him, like, pretty much like in how the story revolves about RoboCop in his movies, right? Like, basically, this demon killing machine, and everybody's afraid of him, and he's so powerful. It's all these things, right? And then you get Dark Ages, which is like a blockbuster where you have all sorts of different. Dark Ages felt more like an Avengers movie, like a Marvel Avengers movie to me. that's where I kind of lost it there. You know, like that's not what Doom is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be about that. You're supposed to be like if Dark Ages, if the story and the cutscenes revolved around only the Slayer and following him and giving you this feeling of him being trapped alone in hell and fighting all these demons alone with no help from the Sentinels and all that, I would have really, yeah. The Messenger, I said it in your last stream. What did you say exactly? TDA feels like a Hollywood blockbuster. Yeah, but it does. It does. It really does. Like, it's a Marvel. Like, they were very much inspired by Marvel Avengers for that movie. I felt, especially at the end where you're the very final cutscene once you finish the game and you see Commander Thera, you see the Betrayer, you see his son, and they're all fighting against a bunch of demons. That to me felt very Avengers-like, especially with Thera and her like magical, her spirit arm or whatever it was, like, you know, just felt so off to me. It just, you know, it just felt so Marvel to me. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that. I really wasn't a fan of that. So yeah, but I think yeah. So I think my plan is, unless they release new updates for Dark Ages, you know, that make the game interesting again, unless they update Purgatorium, unless they add master levels, etc., I'll be sticking to Eternal because I just find it more like, the only issue I have with Eternal is that it's hard for me to stream because it's so quick and it takes so much of my attention that sometimes I sort of I kind of lose track of what's happening on chat with chat. With Dark Ages, it's a lot more slow paced, so I can keep track of what's happening. But otherwise, like when it comes to, I also feel like my audience enjoys me playing Eternal more than Dark Ages. Like, people watch me more, people like my stuff more, people comment more on my Eternal stuff than they do my Dark Ages stuff, and that's fair. You know, but I guess it's going to depend on feeling, right? Like whether depends how I feel on the day. If I'm tired and don't really feel like I have the energy or the bandwidth to play like a Saleem master level, then I'll probably do some Dark Ages. But I don't know. I really feel like just doing some Eternal from now on for quite some time. Anyways, I'm gonna go. So yeah. GG's. Thanks for watching, and yeah, let's see what I come up with next. I'll probably find some other mod to play. Yeah, cool. Yeah, GG's. Alright, Messenger. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Alright, see ya. Bye.